Okay, in our previous video we created primary keys and foreign keys for these two tables. If I open the cruise line table, you'll see primary key is cruise line ID. Open the ships table and it has primary key ship ID, but it also has the cruise line ID as a foreign key. So we're going to use this foreign key to connect back to the primary key of the same field name in this lesson. And to do that, we're going to open the relationships window. Now, word to the wise here. When you go to create relationships between tables, and in general it's just a good idea to close objects that you're not using. So in other words, I'm not using the cruise line table, I'm not using the ships table, so I close them. People will leave them open on occasion and it'll cause some problems. So I'll leave the cruise line table open to illustrate what I'm talking about. So as a good practice, this should be closed, but for illustrative purposes I'll leave it open. And to create a relationship, you click on the Database Tools tab and then click on the Relationships button. Now, because I have not set any relationships yet in this database, by default it pops up with a dialog box asking me which tables do I want. And I want both of them, so I'll select them both and choose Add, and then close the dialog. Now, to create a relationship, literally all you do is click the primary key, drag it, release, right on top of the foreign key that has the same field name. So I'll click, drag, release, like that. This little dialog box comes up and it should say, if you've done it correctly, it should have the same field name in there, primary key, foreign key, and the relationship type in this example should be one-to-many. Whenever you're connecting the primary key to a foreign key, it should be a one-to-many relationship. So I know I'm on the right track. And I want to enforce referential integrity. We'll talk about what that means here in a second. But you'll notice as soon as I try to then click Create, I'm going to get this error message. If you get this error message that says the table's already in use by another person, that's access talk for the table's open, please go close the table. So I'm going to click OK here. I'll cancel this, go back to my cruise line table, close it. Now I'll redo my relationship here, check referential integrity, and then click Create. Now I've created the relationship. Now you can tell if a relationship has referential integrity enforced because you'll see the little 1 and the infinity symbol to indicate the one-to-many relationship type. So I've got that part done. I can close this now. And it'll ask me if I want to save the layout, and I'll say yes, that's just fine. So that's how you create a relationship using primary and foreign keys.